What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick, ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But first, I want to ask you, are you good? If you're good, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get notified on all the upcoming videos, and share the video. All right, man. Travis Scott, Astroworld. I ain't got to tell you what happened, but I'm gonna do it anyway. 8 people died, hundreds of people were injured when a crowd bum rushed the gate and began to rush the stages of the festival Astroworld, featuring Travis Scott and more. I'm going to assume. So I'm gonna preface this video by saying I never been to an Astroworld concert, and I also don't listen to a lot of Travis Scott music. I don't know why. I just don't. Right? I don't have a problem with Travis Scott. It's just not my bag of music. Which, with that being said, I don't have any reference point of what happens with his fans or their style of music when they attend these concerts. But what I do know is I've seen this happen before. I know I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I don't go to the concert, but I don't need to go to the concert to see clips of people bum rushing gates. When I first saw the very first clip of people, before they said anybody was hurt, there were videos online. There were videos online of people knocking down gates and rushing through. And we've seen this before with Travis Scott's concerts. So I saw that and I continued scrolling because I'm like, oh, here we go again. It happens again. Then you come out and you see these headlines start to pop. People injured at Travis Scott. Like, okay, that happens. Then you're like 8 people dead at Astroworld in Houston. 8 people are dead now. Children are dead, like dead. Then you start to say, what? Dead? A concert? How are people dead? Then you start to see the reports of people who actually got out and they're like in shock, they're distraught, they're like, I barely survived, I was getting crushed. When you start hearing about people getting crushed and trampled, right? You start to say, dang, why did this happen? Like, people get crushed and trampled, but people don't necessarily be dying at these things. And then you start to realize that it wasn't a regular bum rush. It wasn't a regular knocking down of a fence. This is something that felt way more electric. It felt like it was almost encouraged. So I'm like, yo, right now there's a great debate. You got people on both sides. Some people say, how dare you blame Travis Scott? He's up, is in front of 50,000 people. How can he see one person being crushed or what have you, right? Boom. You got other people saying he's 100% at fault. It's his show. His name is on the front. He's paying for the security and everything else. And he was told that to stop the show, and he was like, nah. So let me explain to you my opinion of this Travis Scott situation. I waited about 4 days before I could conduce enough information or compile enough data of who Travis Scott really is, what really happened, and what his MO is. I already knew that they allow these people to, before I even knew one person was dead, I said, here they go again. They letting these people knock these gates down because this feels like it's part of the promotion for the show. I personally feel like they encourage these people to knock these gates because it looks great on social media that all these people are knocking down gates to get in. Personally, anybody trying to tell me different is tripping. If I had that happen one time, first of all, you're losing mad money because some of them people ain't paid nothing, right? But at the end of the day, even if everybody in that thing paid, someone's going to get hurt bad. So the first time that happens, I'm gonna be like, next time, I need this secured over here. Every time. We're not just gonna put a gate. We know we're getting thousands of people who like to knock this gate down. They like to attack this certain area. They push through. Every year we do this, they come through like this. So next year and the following year, we need to double this up, triple this up, do something different where you can't just push this down because you feel like it, right? That's the first thing. We need to have people over there. It need to be some deterrence. Because what happened was, in my opinion, they built up this culture of knocking down and bum rushing. And how many other shows do this? I feel like this crowd, this fan base is encouraged, right, by Travis Scott. And as you start to dig in deeper, you start to realize this guy kind of edges this on, right? There's some guys suing him because he was paralyzed because he was egged on by Travis to jump off of the stage or some speakers or something, egged on. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain I'm right, that the guy is suing him because he leaped off of something that Travis egged him on to do. Now, what responsible adult is going to tell a fan to jump off of anything? So right there, it tells me the kind of person I'm dealing with. If you're a person, that's a person who's tripping off their power, right? You're in this position of power. You got the Astroworld with everybody coming into your mouth, and you got this whole thing going on, this ritualistic feeling, and you're going to use that power to make somebody injure themselves. I've never heard of anybody else telling a fan to leap from anything. As a matter of fact, there's video circulating of Adele, who's the biggest Travis Scott, bigger than Travis Scott, stopping her show because one woman fainted. She said, stop, stop, stop. There's a woman right there that fainted. I'm not starting the music again till this woman is helped out, right? She waited for the ambulance, the medics to get through the crowd, waited. She ain't kept the music going, right? Another video of her doing the same exact thing. The lady had a heart attack. Adele stopped the show. Get this lady. So don't tell me you can't see when someone's in distress from that stage. And my opinion is, if people bum rushing through and then knocking people down, and you're like, yeah, let's go, let's turn it, you're encouraging it. You at that point, my friend, you just encouraged, you incited that riot. And there are reports, and again, I don't know what reports are real or what's not, but I'm gonna tell you the reports and even the conspiracies that I've read. So I've read a lot of stuff. There's one report that there's a video out of him saying, "Who wants me to stop? Who wants me to stop? Who wants me to stop? Nah, we gonna turn up." And keeps going with the show. When he's being yelled at to stop it and screaming, "Stop the show," because people are getting hurt over here. Somebody's dying. There's another video of a girl screaming at the crew that's doing the lighting and everything to stop the show. Someone is dead, right? I don't know how many dead bodies you need before you stop the show. There's another so-called supposed video. I haven't seen this video of a body being crowd surfed, which they're probably trying to get them to medical attention. A dead body being crowd surfed for medical attention, right? And supposedly he sees it. Now, mind you, I'll granted, people faint at these shows all the time. It's just a fact. They faint. It's about you as the artist, how you carry it. You know, you go to a show, right? And a fight break out, wild ass fight. Boom, boom, boom. Stop the music, stop. They stop the music. They clear it out. They stop everything. This is the equivalent of a wild ass fight. But if you're a performer who's encouraging this environment, it's breeding this same, people come to all of your shows, they know you want this. They know you encourage it. They know you pay attention to this. They know from up high, you're looking at the fighters. You're looking at the people fainting. You're looking at the people getting trampled, and you like it, right? So they start to give you more of what you like. Ritualistic type stuff. There's also a rumor that someone was going around pricking people with drugs in the neck or whatever. Now, I'm not too sure about that one. I kind of find that a little bit far-fetched. There was a security guard who claims he was pricked in the neck with something. He was unconscious, had to be helped. Maybe that did happen. But how many people going to get pricked? And how many somebody would have seen this guy pricking? Do you understand what a prick in the neck? If I'm with my man, if I'm with a group of people, and one of them just goes down, right? You're going to look and be like, what just happened? Something just happened to this guy, right? And I know it's chaos or whatever. But how many times you think I'm going to have a syringe and I'm going to be able to full on put enough drugs to kill 8 people? Just how many times can I do that, bro? Without somebody knocking the fuck out of me. Like, how many times can I do that? How many people have said they've seen this guy? And if there is a guy, then they have him on camera somewhere. Somebody has this guy on camera. Somebody, it ain't that much chaos that you can't see a guy pull a full syringe out and jam it in somebody's neck 8, 9 times. Somebody saw that. So in the days to come, we will see what happened if there was indeed someone jamming people with syringe. But people love conspiracies. They love these theories of, oh my God, this was a demonic thing, whatever. It's whatever. We will see. I personally, if someone was jabbing people, I don't think that's the reason 8 people are dead. I think that's somebody trying to absolve Travis Scott of the negligence that he did. And it was clear negligence. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people online saying, how would you be able to see that? You're blaming Travis Scott. You're an idiot. How would you? Because these are fans. Right? It's 50,000, it's 80,000 people, 200,000 people. How's he supposed to see? Because first of all, this is happening in the front. And I just told you, Adele, in front of 80,000 people, saw one lady get fainted, have a faint. She's not amping up the crowd to be out of control. This guy feels like it's a demigod feeling to me. It feels like he stands up there and he soaks in all this energy. From what I'm looking at, it looks like someone who he feeds this, right? He's coming out with his apology. His girlfriend's coming out, oh, we're so saddened. The hearts and prayers and all, whatever, right? Prayers and thoughts and yeah. It's not, you're supposed to say that. And he's gonna give refunds to everybody that came, right? You can't refund the pain and distraught of the kid. He's on his father's shoulders and he fell, 9-year-old kid, and he got trampled. He's in a coma right now. You can't refund that. And I understand people want to say it's not his fault. To a degree, it's not his fault. I'm not saying people getting trampled is his fault. And I'm not saying people dying is his fault. But at the end of the day, what I am saying is he encouraged this environment. The environment only gets as wide as you let it. It's just a fact. If you sit up there and you soak in all of this, let's just go for a second. What do you think will happen? Michael Jackson concert. People are fainting and this and that. They're getting in the water. They got way more medical attention for that because they know they're going to faint. Right? Do you think Michael Jackson is letting people bum rush in there? 5,000 people just trample and he's going to just go on with the show? Be there. He's just going to keep dancing while people are lifting bodies around. Come on, man. Come on, it's about the entertainer and the way they're carrying the situation. I feel Travis Scott is negligent and needs to be held accountable. I think this was bad promo, a bad rollout of an album that ain't gonna turn out well. And I think he fed this situation for a while. His old manager said, I've been saying for years, this guy's the worst human being. And that's somebody who helped to get him in the position he is. He claims that Travis Scott saw him having a seizure in the basement and just left him down there by himself to die. Right? This is not my word. This is the ex-manager. Go look it up. He's like, he's the worst kind of human being. I've been saying it since 2013. Right? This is his words. So you got to question a person's character who's going to stand up there and do their music while people are getting trampled. And even if no one died, you got to quench that. You got to chill that out. Right? You're encouraging mosh pits, which is whatever. A mosh pit is different than a bunch of kids bum rushing the gate and stomping on each other's heads. Two different things, bro. The mosh pit is mosh pit. Anything happening there, that happened to the people who wanted to do it. But this is little kids and grown people. Dudes 200, 300 pounds getting stomped. People that's bigger than me talking about, I thought I was going to die. Right? That's too much. At that point, you've done too much. Travis Scott needs to own up to this. Live Nation needs to own up. And they put out the numbers of the police and security is there. Everybody got something to answer for. So we're going to see what happens in the future. But there is a big problem where this many people can be hurt at a concert. If this was a shooter or something, it would be like, oh, I can't, this is horrible. But now it's a rapper that people like, so it's all divided, right? It's, oh, you can't blame Travis. Why would you? You're stupid. So it's like these entertainers get off the hook for everything they do. And even the stuff they didn't all out do, but they still got some accountability. It's your show. End of the day, you're the puppet master. You're making these people do this, do that, because the energy you're giving them, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. I'm gonna check out But I fully believe, I was on the fence, but as I listened to more and more of what really went down, the energy and the way that he normally does these shows, and the stuff he encourages from these fans who are almost sadistic in their own right. These are people with no moral compass. They're dancing on the ambulance, right? They're on the ambulance with dead bodies. They're dancing because he's still playing the music. So you can't tell me it's not a problem with this guy. But let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, CLBMG.com. Let me know what you think. I will respond. And yeah, share the video. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.